weeks ago we were talking about how many different ways there are to play, how many different styles there are to play off your back. And if you count all of them, I think we were at 12 or 13, including spiral de la hiva, rubber guard, butterfly guard, knight 3 guard, Z guard, lockdown half, deep half, X guard. There's about 12, 13, 14, I could be off. All right? But when someone's playing half guard and they're going for the Kimura, what is that? Is that deep half? Is that X guard? Is that lockdown? There's a lot of game from being in half guard and going for that Kimura. You can get sweeps. You can turn that into a triangle, like Kyle Terra turns it into a triangle. You can turn it into Jew claw. You can turn it into, you can get on a guy's back. You can swim move off it. You can turn it into just a regular Kimura and tap the guy. That's a style. It's definitely not deep half. It's definitely not lockdown half. That's a whole different kind of guard. So, since there's not a name, let's call it Kimura half. And let's really explore that branch of bottom game. I'm not that good at it. I'm getting good at the Kimura, the rolling Kimura from the top. I'm loving that. But in half guard, do I ever go for Kimuras? Not really. Is it good in MMA? Hell yeah it is. Anybody that saw the Dan Hardy fight against Anthony Johnson, he didn't win, but he kept going for the Kimura in half guard, and he never really got hit while he had the Kimura on. So if anything, it's a safe place to be. If you're on the bottom, you're in half guard, guys throwing down. If you're sitting there in that Kimura and you hold on, and you put in some time to polish just that grip, you can survive there. All right? Dan hasn't really developed that Kyle Terra pads from Kimura half, but I want some of that. That's a nice little game that I want to add. All right? Again, this is not my forte. Kimura half is not. I want it to be. I like it. Kate Nelson is really good at turning that into an inverted triangle. The one that Bravo Estemia does from, what's that called? Shield guard? Z guard? Something like that? Huh? You know, this one. Guard. What guard is this?
You don't have a half of this now?
I don't even know where this is actually. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it's here. It's here. Isn't it right? Oh, it's right here.
Oh.
And then you
Yeah.
end up doing that. But before that, you're here. I'm sorry. You're here. You're here. And then you come through. Yeah. I don't know what kind of guard that's called. Probably just opening guard, I guess. But the end of that inverted triangle, Kate gets it from Kimura half. Alright? Today, we're going to work on just a basic sweep from Kimura half. So, ladies and gentlemen, Vinny Magala. What's up, man? You tired? Are you gonna try it? Go change, man. You can change in front of us all.
Please.
Or you can if you want. Or downstairs, downstairs, all the way in where the entrance is in the back. If you go to the left, there's a whole locker room right there. All right, cool. All right? All right, thanks, man. All right, man. So, we're here in half guard. And this move, well, our cameraman is probably the best at Kimura half here. You can't see his face, but he's got a tattoo, he's handsome. He's probably the best at Kimura half that I've seen. And just Kimuras all around in general. Jason Eisner is probably the best. He's the one who showed me this. I mean, this is a basic technique that I wasn't even too sure how to do until Jason showed me. All right, so we're here, we're parading off because we need some space here to get into the Kimura position. If we let him get tight and he has head and arm, I can't play no Kimuras here. So we have to make sure we frame just for a second, and then sit up, he's going to defend, and we got 5 on 5 here. All right, nice and tight. And what we're going to do with the legs is we're going to go from the lockdown to a super stop. Put that butterfly in, left butterfly, and my right leg is doing the so he doesn't pass, and turn this into an arm bar. Because if he can untangle my legs, he can spin and get me an arm bar. All right, so you have to make sure he doesn't pass. You go from the lockdown here to a leg curl and a butterfly. And now once we're here, generally in butterfly guard and in the cocoon specifically, if I got my left butterfly in, I'm gonna take him over my right shoulder. But not with this angle. All the way over to the side, I got the butterfly. I'm actually gonna take him over my left shoulder. As I push, I'm constantly trying to straighten his arm out and push his wrist into his hip. And I get some elevation. I release the leg curl on his leg to get some elevation here and push off and take him over. And continue to keep his arm at his hip. If he's able to retract his arm, he can spin and he can even get me an arm bar. Anytime you go for a Kimura, the guy can turn it around. Oh, and you have to be careful every time. So, again, frame, sit up, we're here. And again, very hard for him to hurt me. For those MMA guys in there. Eddie Jackson, Chris Brady, Connor June. We're 5-on-5 here, all right? 5-on-5. Elevation with the left butterfly, push off the mat with my right leg, and push his wrist into his hip, and take him over, get on top, keep him on his side, put his head between my legs. I'm gonna drive the point of my elbow into his ribs, bend over, and then posture up and take that Kimura. Soften him up with the point of your elbow. There's a few things you can do to break that Kimura up. Let's focus on that one. Just drive the point of your elbow into his ribs. Okay? One more time. We can even start, if we're planning on playing Kimura half, we can stand traditional. It doesn't matter. We frame, sit up, put that butterfly in, and then traditional half, that leg curl's already in. So they're good. Elevate. Drive the point of your elbow into his ribs, and then yank that arm.